Is absolutely critical we understand what happened in Minneapolis today and how it connects to what Trump is trying to do. First, I watched every video multiple times, and it is abundantly clear the victim of today's ICE shooting, 37-year-old woman and U.S. citizen, clearly backed up, turned her wheels, and tried to pull forward to get away when the ICE agent shot her through the windshield and killed her on the spot. The New York Times also published a photo of the vehicle, and there's a single hole in the windshield directly in front of the driver. There is no lying about what happened here. And yet Kristi Noem has the nerve to call it an act of domestic terrorism, despite the fact that this woman was not a target of immigration enforcement, but instead who worst case scenario was trying to impede enforcement, which yes could have potentially been a crime, but she was trying to turn and get away. Regardless of whether her actions were a crime, so was shooting a fleeing suspect, unless there's reason to believe the person fleeing poses an imminent physical threat, which to me explains this series of events perfectly. Because first they told her to get out of the vehicle. When she refused and tried to get away, it was the officer standing directly in front of the vehicle who chose to first open fire and then step out of the way, instead of simply moving. And after he stepped out of the way, he stood there clearly uninjured and unfazed as he watched the vehicle he just fired into point blank accelerate and careen into a tree. With plain video evidence of the entire exchange, there will be justice here. Jacob Frey, the recently re-elected mayor of Minneapolis, told ICE to get the fuck out of his city. And Governor Walz called the DHS explanation of events bullshit propaganda. And this is where the Trump angle comes in, because Governor Walz also brilliantly began the process of activating the National Guard, specifically to keep it out of Trump's hands. Because it was widely reported after the George Floyd protests, Trump regretted not invoking the Insurrection Act. So with Governor Walz taking steps to activate the National Guard, he's both guaranteeing he's going to keep the people of Minneapolis safe, while at the exact same time ensuring we don't lose the thread. And right now, this is the thread. This is a battle Trump is losing badly. It's the whole reason he gave up the fight with blue states and chose to pivot to overseas intervention. He's already posted twice about Venezuela since this tragedy today. He knows that Americans hate this shit. We hate how he treats immigrants, and we hate his vile mass deportations. And today, our hatred is validated. But we also have to remember that hate and violence accomplish nothing on their own. So I'm asking you to take this rage, take this open wound that they inflicted on the country today, and instead of trying to heal it or distract from it by adding tragedy to tragedy, protest loudly, peacefully, and legally, and allow the open wound to sit in the lap of his presidency and fester. So that when our time comes, and it will come, and we have the chance to defund ICE, to shut down his agenda, and to build a better future where this shit isn't happening every goddamn day, we are the ones in power, not him.